what is happening on property market in the United Kingdom. Are the house prices going up? Is the average house price going up in the United Kingdom? We can see that the review by AI says that in December 2022, the average house price in England was £315,000. But today, in 2025, one house, the average house in England is 291. We can see this here. Regional variations. England, the average house price in England was £291,000 in January 2025, with the annual rise of 4.8%. Okay, that means the houses actually dropped since 2022, and the rise was from the actually the point, the lower point, that actually the house went down after 2022. The average house price in the United Kingdom, well, in England now, is less than in 2022. In 2022, I tell you this once again. In 2022, the average house price in England was £315,000 in December 2022. In 2025, it is 291. That means actually drop in house prices from 315 to 291. It is are almost £30,000 for each average house price in the United Kingdom. Actually, the data are now messed up. The data about average houses in the United Kingdom are messed up. The reality is that the average house price in the United Kingdom fell since 2022, but now even though the house prices are going up, but from the last haul, from the last drop. That doesn't mean the house prices actually reached previous high level. Reality is that the houses in the United Kingdom are not going up for many years. Another problem with the house prices in the United Kingdom is that even if they rise, they don't rise. Those houses don't rise as fast as Swiss franc is rising to British pound. The British pound is losing. Look at this chart. This is the British pound to CHF, Swiss franc. In 2015, 1 pound was 1.55 Swiss francs. Today it is 1.1, but it was already 1 in 2022. It was almost 1 in 2024 on January, and it was almost again 1 just 24, well, on August 24, and now. Even if your house is rising in British pounds, that doesn't mean it is rising in other currencies. You see, it is going down. Even if your house since 2015 rose, actually, let's say 20, 30, 40% in British pounds, nominal British pound, that doesn't mean actually the British, this house is rising compared to Swiss francs, as the British pound is going down to Swiss franc all the time. It's actually went down from 7 Swiss franc in 1974 to 1 Swiss franc now. This is the reality. This is the reality that is not ending. This is happening all the time. Look at this chart. In 1974, 1 British pound was almost 7 Swiss francs. Now it is 1. The same situation is with the gold. The gold against GBP is going so much down. Look at this chart. 2,475 British pounds per 1 ounce of gold. But just a few days ago, it was £2,600. That means gold is rising against British pound, Swiss franc is rising against British pound, and the house prices actually are not recovered since 2022 in England. On the top of this, we have another problem with the housing market in UK. The rate of interest in UK is 4.5. The interest rate of Bank of England interest rate is 4.5. The interest rate in Eurozone is 2.4. So the almost 70 million people are on much higher interest rate than few hundred million people in the Eurozone. Countries like France, Germany, Italy, just those countries has more people per country than United Kingdom, and those countries are much bigger than the United Kingdom. So few hundred million people, around 200-300 million people are able to take loans with much lower interest rate than British people in the United Kingdom. And this is not the end. The Swiss franc is almost, the interest rate on Swiss franc is almost zero. The interest rate on Danish crown is less than 2%. The interest rate on loans on Swedish crown is 2%. Even Czech crown, Czech Republic has lower interest rate than the United Kingdom. And even the Czech crown is actually getting stronger to the British pound. This is the reality. That the property market, even if the property market will move in British pounds, that doesn't mean it will move with compared to the rising prices of gold to British pound or Swiss franc or Czech crown or euro. And on the top of that, the costs of mortgages are so high, the cost of gas, electricity is so high that the possessing of house now, the investing in houses in the United Kingdom is a pain in the ass. As you must spend a lot of taxes, a lot of interest rate, high taxes, high prices of gas and electricity, high prices of the reparation, etc., etc. The British housing market at the moment is one of the worst in the whole Europe, as it is on very high level. But this high level actually is compressed, is squeezed, is attacked by those I've mentioned: high prices of gas, electricity, very expensive, high interest rate compared to EU, interest rate to Swiss franc, to Czech crown, to Swedish crown, to Danish crown, etc. This is what is happening. If you want to invest in a housing market in the United Kingdom, you must understand what is really happening. And this what is really happening is that actually if you bought gold 2-3 years ago for the amount of average house price during that time in the UK, today that gold would buy you 2 houses, to the same houses. Gold against houses in the United Kingdom actually rose by 100%. This is reality. House prices against gold actually going down and not rising to Swiss franc. But if we add another layer, which is the interest rate, expensive gas, then it is imaginable that there are still people that may be interested in housing market in the United Kingdom as a good investment. Well, it could be some diversification. but not for many. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel. Please send it to your mom, to your dad. Please share on your social media. I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.